Welcome to r/AskReddit. What evil prank have you pulled off? Mom can't tolerate sweet things. Since she can remember, she never ate sweets. When I was 6 or so, during breakfast, Mom left her newly brewed coffee on the table. My older brother encouraged me to put more sugar as a prank. So I did. Mom came back, stirred and then drank and spit out a rocket. We started laughing, saying it was a prank, explaining that we put extra sugar in it. She looked at us as if we were stupid. Apparently I put salt instead. Her coffee was at sea salt level. Edit, Welp, got my very first silver and a second silver. Thank you kindly strangers. I have an extra mouse in my desk drawer at work. I have the USB plugged into the docking station of the obnoxious guy a couple cubes away. On days he is particularly obnoxious, I will take out the extra mouse and move it around every few minutes. He has never realized because it's plugged into the docking station and not his laptop. He has even had the laptop replaced. Never noticed. It brings me to tears, silently laughing sometimes. I have to be careful not to overdo it. People in school used to always take my Gatorade. So I took an empty bottle, filled it with dyed salt water, and let them take my drink. Not gonna lie, it was hilarious watching one person to spit salt water in the middle of class only for their unbelieving friend to do the same. Picked out every last marshmallow from my sister's box of Lucky Charms. Then took a photo of me eating a bowl of Just Charms, printed it, and put in the bottom of the bag. I then sealed the bag back up, hot glued the box, and back in the pantry it went. One night I replaced every framed object in my boss's office with a picture of me making a stern face. Posters, certificates, photos, etc. Took like 3 hours because he had like 30 framed things in his office. The next day I made sure I was out doing field work to make him sit with it most of the day. He had a lot of foot traffic to look at his office that day. My mom's laptop wallpaper was a picture of her granddaughter. I copied the picture 100 times and made her wallpaper a slideshow of the same picture over and over again, so the file would change but nothing would change visibly on the monitor. The pictures would change every 10 seconds. On one of the images I painted a tiny little curly mustache on her. So randomly for 10 seconds my niece would have a mustache. My mom thought she was either losing her mind or had a computer virus, and every time the mustache popped up, it was gone by the time she tried to show anyone. I worked at a fast food where the boss was too cheap to get AC installed. In the super hot summer days we would all sweat so much that we could wring sweat out of our uniforms. There was this boy who I had a love-hate relationship with. We would always prank each other but mine were always tame, until one day. He left his drink in the back while he was flipping burgers. I grabbed a vinegar packet, cut open a corner and put a straw directly into it and exchanged it with the straw from his drink. Moments later, I was in the front of the store and I heard him spit and scream my name while calling me a bitch. He still high-fived me. Not a prank I pulled off, but one I was victim to. My manager had left me in charge of the store when I was 16, not legal but that's a whole other mess, for a whole weekend. Saturday went well and I was happy with how I went, although my paranoid brain is always concerned about whether or not doors are actually locked. I'm the same with my house, but the store was worse. So I make my dad drive down to the store to double check that everything is okay. 15 minutes later I get a phone call from him saying manager and the police are here because the door was unlocked and people were inside. Cue to me on the floor in tears hyperventilating, while my dad is telling my mom, who had since picked up the phone, that he was only kidding and that everything was fine. I put hot sauce on my little brother's toothpaste one morning when we were kids. poisoned. I got pranked. Does that count? Was at a house party at my then girlfriend's place. She knew me really well and knew that I've got a fairly competitive spirit. The place is really dark. She turns to me in the dim light and says, "My name. I bet you can't fit an orange in your mouth and eat it all in one bite." Wasn't about to say no to a challenge, so I took her up on it. Only it wasn't an orange that she'd peeled but a lemon. Dude was harassing my ex because he used to have her cell phone number. Was being a real fucking creep. Anyways, I created an email address, signed up to Kijiji and placed an ad offering an 83D TV for free with some excuse about a bad breakup and not wanting her to get it. I asked people to only text or call. I then went to bed and forgot all about it until the next day at work. I get a text from my ex asking if I had done something on Kijiji. The dude was begging her to take the ad down and apologizing. I checked the email and there were 5 pages of responses, even though I had told them not to email but to call or text. Dude's phone must have been ringing constantly. I took the ad down and she never heard from him again. Bought a new TV after saving up for a couple months. Next day I played a video on the TV to make it look like it fell and was broken/cracked, and my housemates all individually fell for it. Delighted with myself. Once I asked a friend for another friend's phone number. He gave me a teacher's number. I then went on to send multiple messages in a fake angry tone to my unsuspecting teacher. Fuck that diabolical genius of a friend. I created a fake uniform policy poster for my high school. It wasn't perfect, but people were idiots, so they fell for it. It took everyone about a week to actually read the poster and see that it was obviously fake. Some people still showed up on the first day wearing the uniform that I designed. Edit: the uniform wasn't anything idiotic looking. Just khaki pants, white button shirt, church shoes, and black socks. The outrage was mostly from the fact that people couldn't wear their name brand clothes as a flex. I made fake versions of Internet Explorer that turn your PC off when started in the ICT class at school. 2 of my friends have never met each other. Before they spoke, I told both of them that the other is a bit deaf. They shouted at each other for a few minutes before they realized that I'm an asshole. The AM supervisor at my office is a short little man who likes to work from a laptop on a rolling adjustable desk. For over a year I gradually raised the height of this desk and watched as he went from sitting on a stool, to an adjustable tall task chair, to standing. Last week he removed the wheels from the desk to lower the height. He doesn't realize it's adjustable. My mom took my computer away once, and I was really mad about it, so I disconnected the power button from the motherboard on her computer so she couldn't turn it on. I used to help my mom, a teacher, make quizzes/tests for her history classes. I once made a 30-question true or false test have all false answers. My dad retired from the fire department a year ago. I hid a Bluetooth speaker in my parents' bedroom and at 3 o'clock in the morning played the fire department tones dropping at full blast. I've never seen him in such a confused panic. It was amazing. Somebody was stealing gas from the cars on my street. Now I could have just got a locking gas cap and been fine with it, but I'm petty and vengeful. So I bought a 2-gallon gas tank. I filled it halfway with gas and the other half with kerosene and left it in the back of my pickup truck. Now I'm not saying the person stealing gas was the one who took my gas can, but I can tell you that no one on that street ever had an issue with gas stealers as far as I know of. Dude was being a dick at work and went to take a dump, leaving his computer unlocked with Facebook open. We set his privacy settings to most restrictive so he was the only one who could see his own posts. Took him 6 months to realize. I'm pretty sure he thought everyone hated him or just didn't care about his posts during those 6 months. April Fool's Day. I was in elementary school and taped up my driveway with yellow tape and drew a chalk outline of a body, mine with the help of a friend. Neighbor called the police to see what was going on. I got a good talking to by my parents. You know that prank where you put some tape on the sprayer in the sink? I did that, forgot about it, and then splashed myself by accident. Sneakily placed 10 small alarm clocks around my brother, each a minute apart. Let me just say he had a rough morning. So my little brother, who is obsessed with Minecraft, was playing computer games at my dad's desk, which faces the wall opposite the door. I snuck in right up next to him and played the Creeper His Son's effect as loud as my phone could go. He literally jumped 3 feet in the air and turned around fast than the speed of sound to karate chop me right in the nose. Hurt like hell, but was totally worth it. I evil pranked myself back in high school by not studying or preparing for the future. A kid in summer camp used to bully me all the time, so I scratched his name in the chipping paint of the bathroom. Counselor thought it was him and he got kicked out of the camp, lol. Glued a quarter to the floor. Thank you for making to the end. If you like the video, leave a like and subscribe for more videos.